have with you in flesh and blood people that have come, called Chennai their home, and have made themselves at home both professionally and personally in our state. So we're going to do a panel discussion on about 10 topics. We'll try and touch topics like housing, or two, the availability of goods and services. The work environment is a topic that we will touch upon. We'll talk about women's safety. For medical facilities, are you just praying that you stay well?
My husband has visited 32 houses before our arrival in Chennai and made a short list of 10 for me. I came to visit them during my pre-assignment trip, and I did not choose any of them. I was a little bit desperate, but the very last day of our assignment trip, we went into a house, or to be precise, into a garden of a house. I saw two wonderful frangipani trees in the garden, full of flowers. I have a very good friend who always says that you cannot be sad in front of the beauty of the frangipani's flowers. The house was closed, and the tenant forgot to come at the appointment. Sometimes it's arrived. We could not enter, just looking by the window. Never mind. I decided to choose this house.
Now, I hadn't experienced Indian music beforehand, but since I've been here, I realized that Indians like to have the bass up as loud as they can. And therefore, when we had guests over to have a barbecue, it wasn't the most relaxing place to be. So we took a decision that we would look to move house after about 8 or 9 months. And then we did find a house that we're extremely happy with, that doesn't have a party house beside it, and has got lovely green fields all around it, so our privacy isn't impeded upon. But I suppose the point of the story that I'm trying to make is that sometimes it does take a bit of trial and error here, okay? The first place that you see or maybe even move into might not be the right place, and in Barclays, where I work, is a very different scenario to Reno, in that I think everybody in Barclays that's moved into a house has subsequently moved on to a second one where they've ended up happy.
One more comment on the housing from my side. So 34 houses we did not check before coming to Chennai. We checked 29. And I had to do it without the family in 1.5 days. And my wife said, if you can't find, I'm not going. So it was quite clear, the positions, that it's not a privilege to have a house in Chennai. It will be a must for my family. And that's something I want to share to you, that if you have a family and you're moving to Chennai, you must have a house. And being here since 4 years, I must say, I get envy. We have switched the houses, however, when I see the quality and when I see also how they look like, they improve year by year.
Not much to add. I'm still in a hotel, so...
In my case, I found my residence in Forest Garden. Very nice place, nice neighbors like Honorable Madam Jayalalitha is just next door, and Ranjini is also in walking distance.
Oh, Japan restaurants. I'm happy to announce that there are increased number of Japan restaurants and some noodle shops where the Japanese company Nissan, Nissan engineer just quit and start noodle shop in here. And he makes amazing noodles. I'm surprised. What he studied in the Nissan, I don't know, but it's amazing. Those food, supermarket, and entertainment is the 3 factors today. Thank you.
When I look now back, having these people working for buses, I must say I'm totally impressed about the span, the bandwidth of the knowledge and experience and the power of the people. This I've never experienced from my home country, to have this span.
Tamil Nadu people, right?
And these are local people. So we do believe in recruiting local people.
We actually have a lot of our global leads and functional leads operating out of India, which is not something that we had intended to do at the beginning, but we found the passion, the drive, the energy to really take things on board. and not just do them, but improve them, has blown us away. And you know, if you speak to any of my global counterparts around the offices that we have either here in Chennai or Mumbai, I'm fairly confident that they will all give a consistent message around how impressed we've been and the work and the job that's been done by the individuals that we've hired to date.
I have one little story to share with you, talking about the span of the people, for sure. We started with basic people, and in my home country said, watch the quality, yeah? You can't mess up. Yeah? It has to be Mercedes-Benz quality, what you do, or even if you have Bharat-Benz, it has to be the top notch. And that was quite a challenge, how to do. And now, when I look back, and I can say, hey, we are better in quality. Just today we had a meeting. That's great. And that's an achievement, and it's appreciated, yeah, from the home country. And
we could find many specialists, and there is always a good hospital nearby your house. And you know, I have many European friends who have delivered in Chennai, and not just once, sometimes twice. So I think it's a very, very good medicine. And for regarding the safety, sincerely, I have never felt unsafe in Chennai and in Tamil Nadu in general. People are really very friendly and respectful.
And it is an expression which I and my team have heard for the last 20 years, that expats come into Tamil Nadu or even into India as a whole crying, complaining and crying, this is not okay, it's too hot, there are mosquitoes, blah, blah, blah. And then when they leave India or when they leave Tamil Nadu, they're also crying because they miss so many things about Tamil Nadu and life here. So their coffee table book is called 2 Times Crying. So I'm going to ask all of you, 1 time crying we've already heard. What will you miss about Tamil Nadu when you leave here?
I suppose for me, it's I think just the energy in the country.
While Germans are crying twice only, but in the case of Korean ladies, it's 3 times. Back home, when she's cleaning up her own house, she's missing her housemaid. On your way to see Perambatu, there is Doosan Heavy Industry. MD has left a couple of months ago. When he was leaving, he showed off the ring he got from his people. I thought definitely it was from his Korean colleagues, but I was wrong. It was from all Indian staff. Not only for him and his wife.
I will do miss these multinational people. And multinational not in terms of only countries, also within India. We have people from Kashmir, we have from Maharashtra, from Karnataka, from Kerala.
Here, the foods are spicy, so I cry at least once a week. And you know Kamal Hassan, right? Kamal Hassan. And 2 weeks ago, I saw the Papanasam. Was an excellent movie. And I think sometimes back, the Global Adjustment invited me for Shobana's performance. Those things are really touching my heart. And last year, I think I saw Chennai Express. Probably you see it. And Chennai Express, I think Shah Rukh Khan said something like, do not underestimate the power of common man.